Butler County District Attorney Richard Goldinger spoke in Diamond Park Thursday morning and said his office intends to file criminal charges against Keith Jordan Lamming and his mother, Kristen Harold, in the next 24 hours. Lamming is the sole suspect in the death of 4-year-old Bentley Thomas Miller, and Harold is accused of helping her son avoid arrest until both were found hiding at a Walker Avenue home Wednesday afternoon. Lamming and Mackenzie Peters appeared in court for a detention hearing Thursday afternoon.
The Township Police got a tip that Mr. Lamming was in an abandoned house on Walker Avenue in the city. So they responded to the scene and found Mr. Lamming and his mother, Kristen Harold, in this abandoned residence. They were both taken into custody. They both had bench warrants for failing to appear for court proceedings, and they're currently in the Butler County Prison on those bench warrants.
That's what gave you cause to put them in jail. What about charges on the baby?
Well, there's no charges right now. However, we do anticipate charges being filed against both of them in the next 24 hours. Mr. Lamming is going to be charged with one count of criminal homicide. There may be other charges that we're working on right now as the investigation continues to unfold. Ms. Harold's going to be charged with hindering apprehension, which is a felony, and there's going to be some other charges also that we expect to be filed against her. Again, as the investigation unfolds, other charges could be filed.
Right. How long were they in? Do you think they were hiding out in that house the whole time, or what have you learned through what they've told police?
We don't really know. We don't know how long they were there. We didn't know Mr. Lamming's whereabouts since the incident occurred, so he could have been there the whole time, or he could have been moving around. We don't know.
It seems like he was taken out pretty quickly. Was there any problems there? Was he trying to get away? Was there any guns or weapons at the house?
I don't know of any weapons that were found. It's my understanding that he was trying to hide in the attic when the police apprehended him, but that's about the gist of what I know about the apprehension.
And when do you think those charges might be filed for criminal homicide? You have him in jail, so there's no real hurry, right?
Exactly. We've got to make sure we do it right because we get one chance at this. So her charges are more of a priority for us right now because he's in on a probation detainer as well. She's going to be charged no later than tomorrow morning. I would expect his charges will be filed tomorrow, but I'm not positive of that because we got to meet with the township police to make sure again we do this correctly.
And he was talking with police last night for hours, I guess, or he was in the police department for hours. What can you tell us, give us any insight on if he acknowledged this, if he said he did it, if he says I didn't have anything to do with it? What can you tell us?
I'm not positive exactly what his statements were, and frankly, even if I knew, I probably wouldn't give anything to you right now.
But
so
you talked with police?
He did meet and talk with the police, yes.
And Mom helped? Were they cooperative, I guess?
I don't know the answer to that. I just know that they interviewed both of them.
And then we're standing right here. They had a vigil last night for this 4-year-old boy who, a lot of people didn't know until this horrific event. Talk to me about this community. And there's like 200 people here last night. This has hit them hard.
It's amazing, and I think it's hit everybody hard. Anybody that's got a child, you just picture your own child at that age and think of this happening to a little boy like this. It's terrible. But it really has brought the community together. I mean, it's unfortunate a lot of bad things occur here now, and for something bad to bring everybody together like this, it's nice to see, and hopefully it comforts the family in this tough time.
What about Bentley's mom? Is she at all involved, or are you looking at her at all? Or is she cleared?
We don't think so. I wouldn't say she's completely cleared, but she's been interviewed, and we don't have any expected charges right now. Of course, the investigation is continuing, so we don't know what might unfold, but I wouldn't expect that at this point she's not a suspect for any criminal offense.
She left for work. I don't even know exact time. She left for work, and then 10 a.m. they were rushing the baby, the 4-year-old somewhere. Do you think this was? I don't know if you can even answer. Do you think it was prolonged abuse, or did it happen just that day?
I don't think we know that right now. So,
how long was the child in Lamming's custody? How many hours do you think?
A couple hours is what we heard. Yes.
All right.
Let me get 2 shots, you guys.
Yeah.
You have any questions, Phil?
Yeah. What can you tell us about the disposition of the infant?
The infant is in the custody of Children and Youth right now. Was checked out by Children's Hospital. Was fine. and is safe. So there's no harm to the infant.
Do you know how long the infant was in Mr. Lamming's custody, and how the child came to not be in his custody?
That would probably get into some of the investigative aspect of this. I can tell you that when the mother went to work, the infant and Bentley were both in Mr. Lamming's custody alone for several hours.
But
So-
that infant is fine.
The infant is safe and fine. No problems with the infant.
Thank you.
Sure.